that. And so if I am so focused on staying on the line, I can't fulfill my assignment. But my God is big enough to handle my fault, my strokes, grubs, my mess ups, because he's already prepared for what I might do. He knows what I'm going to do before I do it, and he already made preparation for me before I get there. What follows darkness is light. That darkness is the indicator that light is getting ready to shine. So there it is in Genesis, when darkness was upon the face of the deep, and God in the spirit form moved upon the face of the waters, and then God said, let there be. Because darkness precedes the light. Are you understanding what I'm saying? But he needs the darkness there so that God can move upon the face of the deep, so that the shift can take place. Let's look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor that shift take place in the darkness. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. Everybody's not going to see the shift that's happening. They see the chaos, but they don't see the shift. They see all the craziness going on in your life, but they don't understand that underneath the darkness, God is moving in secret. He's moving in quiet. He's moving in the hidden places. He's moving in the cracks and the corners and the crevices. He's moving in places that you cannot see. And when the light comes, they're going to see a new order. But untying. And so the universe then has no choice. First attribute of the secret place. The secret place is a place of revelation. It makes you free because it awakens you and makes you consciously aware that everything that what you thought was holding you is an illusion. Good evening, good morning, rather. Good morning. It's so used to coming on in the evening. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning. I'm so glad that you decided to join me for this very impromptu empowerment session. I know. But this just started bubbling up within me. It emerged from within my spirit this morning, flooded my soul, and so I couldn't wait to come on and to share and have this kind of open, robust dialogue with all of my friends. I wanted to be able to share with you what's going on, what I'm hearing, what I'm sensing and feeling in this time of accelerated manifestation. And I know we're in that season again. We're in that season again of accelerated manifestation where you need to be very mindful about the things that you are saying, about the thought, word, deed process, because manifestation is happening as it always has. But in this season, that manifestation is accelerated. Things that may have taken months before are taking weeks, and what may have taken weeks are taking days, and what may have taken days are happening in the moment. So I'm telling you, this is a time of accelerated manifestation. And I wanted to share something with you that just came emerging within me this morning. It's been going on the entire morning while I've been running around trying to take care of a couple of things. And I said, man, I could hardly wait to get back so that I could come and share with those of you who I know are connected with the Emerge movement. I'm so glad to have you. Good morning to all of you. I see you. Good morning. Yvette's always good morning. Good morning to you too. Good morning to all of you that have decided to join me. Now do me this favor, those of you that are on right now, tag and share. Come on, do it right now. It only takes about 30 seconds. Tag and share. Everybody doesn't have to do like Theresa or like Toya does and tag and share with 50 people, although I would appreciate if you did. But if you just tag and share with 3 or 4 or 5 people, invite them to come and be a part of the conversation. That will help us to continue to grow the platform. Now, y'all let me know if I got the music up too loud, because I don't want you to miss anything that I'm saying. So make sure that you say in the comments right now if the music is too loud. My daughter's on here with me again. Hey, Katura. Wait, aren't you supposed to be in school? Girl, if you don't get up off here and get your hind part in class. Oh my goodness. Get to class, girl. Lord have mercy. Loud and clear. Good. Dee Dee, you see her? All of her. Oh, you watching a kid's movie? Sure you are. You know I'm gonna check. You do know your daddy's gonna check. Okay, Kiwi said turn it down just a little bit. So let me try and adjust. I want to make sure everybody's able to hear clearly. How's that? Is that better? It just it's not necessary. I just like the music because it kind of helps me. It keeps the mood light and airy for me. And it just, I don't know, it vibrates well with me. But is that better? Kamoria says that's better. Kiwi, is that better? Yes, okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So I wanted to share with you, like I said, what has just been bubbling inside of me all morning long about shifting your personal paradigm. We often talk about the paradigm shift, and most people don't even really know what that is. They just say it because it sounds churchy and it's something cool that people say now. But they really don't have a clue about what a real paradigm shift happens. That doesn't happen all the time as far as globally. There are several other smaller shifts that take place that lead up to a paradigm shift. We've had that conversation before about a global paradigm shift, that there has to be social and economic and racial and religious and professional, corporate shifts that take place first, and then all of those things collectively make up a paradigm shift. But what emerged within me this morning, what began to resonate within my spirit, is that each of us have the capacity to experience a personal paradigm shift. A paradigm is the foundation, substratum, or the essence from which you exist, operate, move. And it is your mode of operation. And what a personal paradigm shift is when you decide, you choose to begin to shift how you are going to function, operate, how you're going to exist or be in this three-dimensional experience that we call life in this earth. That you get to decide how you're going to be, how you're going to matriculate through this three-dimensional experience, how you're going to experience life, how you're going to express the divine being that you are. You get to decide it. And so as I was just ruminating over this morning, and like I said, it was just resonating within my spirit this morning, I came up with three things that every reality requires. Every reality requires a structure or system. Number two, a context or an environment. And then number three, active participants. That there must be active participants, a context or / environment, and a structure / system. There's a fantastic quote by Albert Einstein that says, the significant problems we face today cannot be solved with the same level of thinking that created them. Listen to that. Listen to that. The significant problems that we face today, the significant problems that you may be facing right now, cannot be solved with the same level of thinking that created them. See, we all understand, if you've been connected with this particular movement, then you understand that we all live within the matrix of the reality that we create. That nothing is happening to us. We are not the victim of circumstance. Life is not happening to us, but everything is happening for us, because all things are interconnected and woven together for good, because we are the beloved of God. We are the essence and the isness of God expressed and experiencing itself in this three-dimensional form. We recognize that we are not victims, but that we are victors, and that everything, all of the universe is conspiring together for our own success, to give us the lived experience that we most desire. Since we understand that and we know that, then ladies and gentlemen, what that means is that whenever we find ourselves in situations, circumstances, or relationships that don't serve our best interests, that do not ignite our highest self, the best version of ourselves, we are the ones responsible for changing that environment. And that environment and that circumstance and that situation or that relationship does not change automatically, and it does not change by the efforts of another, but it changes for us when we take the initiative to do what is necessary to completely change it and shift our personal paradigm. We recognize that nothing is happening to us. We're not the victim of anything. So since we are the progenitor, we are the arbiter of the life experience that we have, we are responsible then for making it what we desire it to be. To create the kind of world you desire, a reality that engenders joy and happiness, we have to become proactive and intentional about creating it. Let me say that again, that in order to create the kind of world or lived experience that we desire, a reality that engenders joy and happiness and peace, then we have to be proactive and intentional about creating exactly what it is that we want. So let's go through those three principles very quickly. Number one is that there must be active participants. That starts with you. You have to participate in your own success. You have to participate in your own happiness. You have to participate in your own joy. You have to be willing to do what is necessary to make sure that your lived experience is exactly what you desire most and brings out the highest, best version of yourself. If you keep waiting for pie in the sky by and by, you're waiting on some lightning flash to come out of heaven. You're waiting on some prophet, apostle, or somebody to come through town with a revival or conference and slap their hands on your head and pour oil all down you. And that's going to just automatically revolutionize and change things. Then you are sadly mistaken. You are the God of your garden. Let me say it again. I know I say it a lot, but I'm going to say it again because I want to make sure that it is deeply rooted within your soul and it is springing forth and producing fruit in your conscious mind. You are the God of your garden. You are the progenitor of your own lived experience. You are the master, the creator, yes, of your own reality. You live in the matrix, in the world of your own lived reality that you create through your thought, word, deed process, through how you decide to show up in life. You are the one responsible for what grows in your garden. Nothing can exist there. Nothing can grow there. Nothing can be there unless you say, let there be. Unless you give it permission to exist, then it can no longer exist in your garden. Unless you give it permission to thrive, the flower doesn't grow, the grass doesn't green, the trees don't blossom, the brook doesn't run, the animals don't move around freely unless you give them permission to do so. Let me put in more succinct terms, that your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, are you hearing me? Your lived experiences, your perceptions, your perspectives are all your responsibility. They don't stay there. They don't grow there. They don't thrive there. They don't exist unless you give them permission and you get to determine the parameters in which they will function and operate in your life. Are you hearing me? Nobody can make you mad, make you sad, make you happy, make you good, make you better, make you less than, make you anything. You have to give permission for anything to grow in your garden. Your garden is planted within the soil of your soul. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The seeds that are planted within the soil of your soul germinate within the soil and produce fruit that is applicable to that which you have created within your own own conscious or thought mind. You determine what is growing in your garden. So the very first thing that you have to be cognizant of in shifting your personal paradigm is that you have to personally participate in the shift. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You have to personally participate in the shifting of your life. You keep waiting for fate to bring it, waiting for something to happen. After a while, by and by, one of these days, the day arrives and the by and by happens, and morning comes at the moment that you decide to personally participate in your own happiness, your own peace, your own joy in procuring the life and lived experience that you desire. Yes, the text says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, morning comes the moment that you decide that the sun shines. The sun comes up when you decide it comes up. The moon resides for as long as you say. The night remains for as long as you allow it. But the moment you decide that enough of the night, I'm ready for the day, then the light begins to shine and illuminate the surroundings of your soul and warm you with the warmth of the peace, comfort, and joy that can only come from the divine spirit that resides, resonates, and lives within you, as you, through you. You get to decide when the morning is going to come. Weeping may. It doesn't mean that it will last for the night. It might last for the night. It might go on for a day or 2 days or 3 days, and that might determines how long the night is going to be. And you get to decide how long I'm going to remain in the night, remain in solitude, remain isolated, remain broken, remain hurt, remain bitter, remain upset, remain afraid. You get to decide the moment that you choose. I am done with being afraid. I am done with feeling bad or feeling sorry. I am done with being sad. I am done with depression. I am done with anger. The moment you say that it's over, the sun begins to shine, and joy that is already innate and woven into your DNA begins to emerge from within you and bring the glowing light and warmth of the sun inside of you. Are you understanding what I'm saying to you this morning? Oh, I need to bring it down a notch, because I'm telling you, I'm getting real hyped and excited. I'm telling you, this has really just been on me this morning. We're supposed to be having a conversation, and I just done tuck off. Whoa. 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 Okay. Are you hearing me? Are you understanding what I'm saying? That you have to be a personal, active participant in your own happiness. You have to be the participant in your own happiness. Okay? Nothing grows there. Nothing exists there. Nothing is going to begin to thrive there. Nothing remains in your psyche, your suke, your soul, your nefesh. Nothing stays there any longer than you decide for it to be there. So the moment you decide to excommunicate it, the moment that you decide that you're going to dig up the roots of it and cast it out of your garden, is the moment that it comes to an end. You have to make the decision. And guess what? When you make that decision to begin to uproot those things that don't serve you, it begins to send out a reverberating vibration that begins to draw like a magnet to you that which is necessary to replace what was there with that which you most desire. You become a magnet for the thing that you desire because you just created space for it. Oh, God, have mercy. Do you understand that the reason why you're not having the kind of peace and joy and happiness and contentment and excitement, enthusiasm that you desire? Because you've cluttered up all of the space with your depression and feeling sorry for yourself, and anger and bitterness and resentment and low self-esteem. And all of these other things have crowded in that space. But the moment that you start weeding your garden and pulling out those things and getting them out of the way, you begin to create space for something else to begin to sprout up in its place that's going to serve your highest good. You've got to create space within your own mind, your own consciousness, within your soul. Create space for what you desire the most. Pull up the weeds, pull up all the lies, pull up all of those contrary vines that are choking the life out of the things that are trying to blossom in your garden. Are you understanding? Oh, I keep saying I'm going to calm down. Oh, have mercy. Woo. Woo. Okay. I need a church fan now just to... I need an usher. Like, yes, glory. Oh, say it. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Calm down. I'm coming back. Okay? Yes, Teresa, that's good. She says, being resurrected from the mind of the matrix fear to the mind of love, knowing you are the one. Right? Okay? So you have to become an active participant. Number 2, you have to, in creating the space, now put in place a structure or a system that will support the new crop or the new thing that you want in your garden. Whatever you have a desire to manifest requires you to be or to become whatever is necessary to support it. Lord have mercy. Let me go again. I said, whatever it is that you desire to manifest within your garden requires that you become or be that which is necessary to support its growth. Sometimes it's not the seed, it's the soil. I'm about to get up and run right out of the studio. I said sometimes the problem isn't the seed, it's the soil. If the soil is not cultivated, if the soil is not properly fertilized to support the seed, then the seed will go into the soil and it will die. It can be a good seed, a productive seed. It can be the right seed that's necessary to grow the type of fruit and produce the kind of reality that you desire. But if the soil is bad, if the soil hasn't been cultivated, if the soil is not in a position to support the seed, then the seed will go into the ground and it will die. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So this is about cultivating the soil of your soul. Now shifting your mindset, shifting your conscious awareness, shifting your thoughts that align themselves with the perspective and the perception that supports the plant that you want to grow in your garden. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I said you have to shift your mind, your consciousness to a place that produces the perspective and the perception that will support the thing that you're trying to grow in your garden. If you have not become, if you are not being the necessary thing that is needed to support the new growth, then when the seed hits your soil, it's going to die. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Not everybody who left out of your life, who exited your life, left because God moved them because they were bad people or they were bringing you harm. There have been people and encounters and situations and circumstances that were designed to really enhance, to bless your life, but because your soil, your mindset, your consciousness was so jacked up and uncultivated. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It was stony ground. When the seed hit, it couldn't get a root, and so it just died sitting on top of the soil. You understanding what I'm saying? They came to bless you. They came to be an enhancement. They came to help you. They came to advance you. They came to create opportunities and open doors for you. They came to give you insight, revelation, understanding. They came to really enhance and expand your life. It came, not just they, but this circumstance, this situation, this encounter came in order to be an enhancement, but you were in such an uncultivated state that it had to drift right on by, because the seed can't exist in uncultivated soil. There wasn't a structure in place to support it. You were still thinking, I don't deserve this. They're going to leave after a while, and they don't really like me like that. And I hear what they're saying, but you know, everybody thinks that, and after a while, and you can't trust nobody. If it's too good to be true, then it usually is. Don't you? And so you talk yourself right out of what was intended to expand you. Oh, goodness, I can't. Lord, have mercy. I'm trying to calm down. I keep getting hyped. So before you ask, seek, or knock, ask and the door and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Before you ask, seek, and knock, ask yourself, what do I have to become to support the thing that I desire? What gift must emerge within me that will align itself perfectly with the thing that I seek to manifest within my life? Am I willing to be what is necessary to support what I desire? What do I choose? Watch this. This is going to upset some folks. What do I choose to give or to give up in exchange for what it is that I desire, so that my soul perfectly aligns with the thing that I desire to manifest? Woo! Woo! I just gave you a series of questions that you need to answer in order to really step into the manifestations of the things that to shift your paradigm. Ask yourself, what must I become? What must I be in order to support the thing that I desire? Are you desiring something that you are nowhere near ready to even support? You keep asking for a house, but you're not in the mental space to even be able to maintain a house. You keep asking for money, and yet you don't have the fiscal mindset to be able to handle large sums of money, which is demonstrated by how you handle the little bit that you have now. What are you willing to do to become? Are you willing to become? What must I become or be in order to support what it is that I desire? You want to mate, but are you mate material? Have you become what is necessary to support a healthy, happy relationship? I want somebody to come and help me heal. You're crazy. crazy and out of your mind, and anybody that connects with you is just as crazy as you, because it's not anybody else's job to heal you. You got to heal yourself, physician. You are the divine expression of God. Everything you need to heal is already within you. Heal yourself. Get your own mind right. Get your own heart right. Get yourself right in the right way, right perspective, right mindset, right emotional quotient, so that you are able to support a good, healthy, and happy relationship. You don't even know how to have one yet. Oh, God, I can get nobody to holler back at me right now. What are you willing to become? What must emerge from within you that will support and align itself with what it is that you desire? Because everything you need in order to create that structure is already loaded and coded within your DNA, but you have to open up the soil, cultivate the soil, so what is in you can begin to emerge and make that soil palpable, make it fertile, so that when the seeds of causation hit it, you get the desired effect. Oh God, are you understanding what I'm saying? It's already within you. So what must emerge from within you? Yay! Huh? What must emerge? What mindset? What perspective? What perception? What balance and sensibility must emerge within you? What is it that you are willing to give in exchange for what it is that you desire? What's your offering? What's your sacrifice? Are you good? Have mercy. What is your seed of causation that causes the effect to take place in your life? What are you willing to give? Are you willing to give up your anger, your bitterness, your resentment, your pride, your arrogance, your ego? What are you willing to give in exchange for what it is that you desire to have? Are you understanding? Because you cannot reap where you have not sown. Are you understanding me? I said you cannot reap where you have not sown. You cannot support a structure that is tall, stately, and of substance when your ground is weak. And so the foundation shifts because of the weak, unsolid ground, and the substratum of the building begins to crack and sink. And so the whole thing collapses, and then you blame a devil or you blame a person and say it's them and it's their fault, when in fact it was built on sand instead of a rock. God have mercy. It was built on unstable ground because you didn't put together the system, the structure that was necessary to support what you desire. Are you hearing me? Have you ever wondered why so many people end up getting, they get millions of dollars and next thing you know they're broke? Because they didn't have a structure in place. They didn't have a system. They didn't know how to manage money. They just wanted money. They didn't know how to manage a marriage. They just wanted to get married. They didn't know how to manage a house or a career or a job or popularity or fame. They just wanted it. They don't know how to manage it. They don't have a structure or a system in place to support what they really want. What structure have you put in place? What are you willing to be? What are you willing to become? What are you willing to give in exchange? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Personal participation, and then you've got to have a structure or system in place. I'm losing my comments. Let me jump back. Okay. You have to know who you are, the one before you. You have to know you are the one before you can be the one. Yes. You have to have a solid foundation. Yes. Give you say, Lord have mercy. I don't know how much more. Yes. Okay. What are you willing to become? Okay. So you need your own personal participation. You need a structure and a system in place. And then you need the context / environment that is conducive to what it is that you desire. The next question is, how do I create an environment and live within a context that is conducive to what I desire? How do I create the environment and live within a context, yes, that is conducive to what I desire? You want a happy life, but you operate from a negative mindset. You a glass half empty person. You pessimistic about everything. You are a constant procrastinator. And after a while, you suffer from victim mentality. How is abundance supposed to flourish when you've cultivated an environment and you live within the context of fear, doubt, unbelief, low self-esteem? Are you understanding me? Negativity. How is that tree supposed to thrive in an environment that's not cultivated for it? Yes, a rose can grow out of the cracks through the concrete in the midst of spewing garbage, but it won't thrive there. It will eventually die because the environment around it is not conducive to its growth and development. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It can actually take root and begin to shoot up and blossom and grow. But if it remains in that environment, the environment will begin to affect it and it will wither and die. How many things that you desire, that you've walked into, stumbled into, bumped into, and it took root for a moment and it began to blossom and grow, but because it was in an environment of negativity and self-doubt and fear and brokenness and religion and control and manipulation, it eventually withered and died. And you started looking out at the other person or the other thing and blaming them because you wanted to play the victim. Oh, woe is me. Look what happened to me. Oh, look how they did me. I can't believe this happened to me. God, are you mad at me? What's going on? Why is everybody against me? When in fact, you created an environment and lived within a context that poisoned the flowers that were trying to grow in your garden. If you are, there's a text in the Bible says, to the pure, all things are pure. But to those who are defiled, everything they see is a reflection of that defilement. You are looking through a lens that is colored by your own negativity that you refuse to uproot, that you refuse to get rid of. Looking through the lens of your own ego, looking through the lens of your own fears, of your own doubt, of your own lack of self-worth. And so then you begin to project and assume that everyone else is exactly as you are, or you have pretended within your own mind. And so now anything outside of you that vaguely resembles that image that you've already created, that environment that you've cultivated within your own mind, if it vaguely resembles that, then you begin to reject it, injecting it with the poison of your fear, your insecurity, your negativity, and then it begins to wither and die, and you curse the flower when the problem was the soil and the environment that it was in. Woo! Are you hearing what I just gave up on just talking, because I see right now that I'm just in a mode where I'm going to go in. So I'm just going. Y'all just ride with me. Just ride with me. For as long as you can. I promise you I'm about through. And so you curse the flower. You blame the flower for dying. You blame the tree for withering. You blame the ocean for drying up. And all because it tried to exist within an environment, within a context that didn't support its growth, development, and its ability to thrive. Faith comes by hearing, and faith comes by hearing what you have heard and accepted as true. And faith's job, its responsibility, is to support your expectation. Faith has no choice but to produce what you expect. And if you expect it to fail, you expect it to go wrong, you expect it to be bad, you expect it to be painful, you expect for it to be terrible, then guess what? Faith has the responsibility of not only giving you what you expect, but giving it to you in increase. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And see, that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And now you sit there and say, see, I told you, I knew it. I'm glad I didn't open myself up because, man, I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to hurt me. I knew it was going to turn out like this. I knew they were going to act this way. I knew it wasn't going to last. I knew it was going to be done. I knew it wasn't real. I knew. And so you live from that context, create that environment, and then wonder why the tree keeps withering. Huh? You have to create an environment and live within a context of high expectation, of looking and expecting the best. Oh, good and mercy, that just resonated when I said of looking for and expecting the best, looking through the eyes of purity, looking through the eyes of abundance, looking through the eyes of more than enough, looking through the eyes of blessedness, of joy and peace and happiness. And so you see happiness wherever you go. You expect happiness. You expect it to work. You expect it to go well. You expect them to like you, to gravitate to you. You expect opportunity. You expect doors to open. You expect that people wish you well. You are shocked when they don't. And then even then you convince yourself they do. They just don't know they do. They really wish me well. They just don't know they wish me well, because I refuse to operate outside of the context of that which serves me. Oh, they love me. They may not know they love me. They may not know how to love me. They don't know how to show the love that they have for me. But they love me because I'm lovable. I'm wonderful. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Who wouldn't love me? Of course they love me. They just don't know how to love me yet. And so if you keep on and stay in that context, flower not only buds, but it grows, expands, and it begins to bloom. Okay. Yes. Woo, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. Yes. Come on, it said, when you are the issue you're having. Oh, Lord of mercy. That'll preach all by itself. When you are the issue that you are having. Are you hearing me? What's the context in which you are living? What is the environment that you're cultivating and creating? You have to create a soil, an environment, rather, a surrounding that supports what it is that you desire to manifest. This is the time of accelerated manifestation. This is the time where you can begin to bring into manifestation in a quick fashion, in a hurry, and almost instantaneously, those things that you desire. But make sure that you personally participate in the shifting of your own paradigm, that you are cultivating or building rather a system and a structure in place that supports it, and that you're cultivating an environment and living within the context that also is aligned with what you desire. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying to you? I thought I would be on here for about 30 minutes. I done went almost an hour. Good Lord have mercy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I hope I'm getting through to you. I hope that this resonates with you as strongly as it resonates with me. I've been wrestling with myself for the past few months now because, as many of you know, those of you who know me personally know I've spent the vast majority of my life doing ministry in church, pastoring and leading other people. And for the first time in a very long time, 40 some years, I'm not in a role of pastor, apostle, prophet, bishop, whatever, all of the other titles. I'm just Isaac. And I am wrestling with myself about who I have decided to be outside of the context of church. Okay? What do I choose to be? How do I choose to show up in this world outside of the context of church when church has been everything that I've done for the past 40 some odd years? And so I've been ruminating over this and thinking about it and tossing it around in my mind, meditating over it. And this thing just emerged within me this morning. Emerged within me. It was like, okay, so what are you willing to give up? What are you going to become? What must emerge from within you to support what it is that you desire? What is it that you're willing to give in exchange for what it is that you desire? And from what context are you living? Since you are no longer living from the church context, the pastoral context, the apostle context, then now what is the context of your life now? Isaac, not apostle, not pastor, not any of those things. Isaac, what is the context from which you're going to live now? And how does it support what it is that you want to grow, to cultivate, that you desire to manifest at this time and in this space of your life? And so the thought occurred to me that you have to shift your own personal paradigm. You have to begin to operate from a different system, a different mindset, a different outlook and perspective than the one that has served you for the years in the past. And those years were wonderful. I don't regret any of them. Absolutely fantastic. I had a wonderful life in serving others and being a pastor or leader or whatever. But I'm in a different space. And so now I have to figure out what serves me best now. What engenders joy and happiness and peace, contentment, fulfillment. Okay? I still love reading. I love learning. I love writing. I love teaching. Those things I still love. But what else is there? I'm finding out. You need to do the same. Shift your own personal paradigm. And you can do that as many times as necessary, as much as you want to. You don't ever have to remain anything. You are the progenitor of your lived experience. You create the matrix of the reality in which you live. And so if you want to be a paratrooper today and a stripper tomorrow, boy, that's quite a contrast, huh? Then you have that liberty to shift as many times as you choose. It's about what best serves you in the moment. Are you hearing me? Yes. Kiwi says, thank you for saying that. Shift as many times as you want. Absolutely. You're not stuck on any one track. You're not. You are not. People have made you to think, especially in the religious circle, That, when you are called to one thing, then that's your calling for the rest of your life, and you are stuck on that track until the day I die. I will trust and I will stay on the battlefield till I die. Not me. I'm leaving the battlefield and going to the beach. Okay, I guess that's only funny to me. That's funny to me. You are not stuck in any one paradigm. You can shift your personal paradigm as many times as you desire to whatever you desire. The experience is the point. Okay? Okay, at least Kiwi laughing with me. Okay. Thank you. Somebody think I'm funny. Oh, Lord. But please understand, you're not stuck. You can shift as many times as you want. You're not stuck in any paradigm. Okay? Just because you started out as a scientist don't mean that you can't just switch over and become a doctor, or leave that and become a lawyer, or leave that and become a political figure or an activist, or leave that and become, whatever, an artist or a salesperson or a clerk or a teacher. You can shift the paradigm whenever you choose. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your lived experience. And you'll find purpose in whatever you choose. Woo. Let me say that again. I said, and you will find purpose in whatever you choose. Did you hear what I said? I said, you will find purpose in whatever you choose. Yes, you will. All right. Yes, the beach. That's where I want to go. If it can ever warm up here, I'm sick of this freaking cold up here. Ooh, Lord, I'm telling you right now. That this weather in the DMV, it can be 70 one day and 21 the next. I'm like, good Lord. Ah! Snowing the next. It was just snowing on Monday. And today it's almost 70 degrees. Crazy. Okay? So, I'm trying to find purpose in this cold. Okay, I'm being silly now. I'm being silly. Listen, okay, I knew there was something else that I wanted to also bring to your attention. I'm getting ready to get off the air. Those of you who are partners with this particular movement, those of you who may just want to contribute, you can. But it's time to upgrade all the equipment. This equipment has gotten old. It's starting to wear out now. One of my lights is not even working anymore. So I've got to get new lighting, new camera, new computer to update the platform, update the system. If you would like to contribute and help in doing that, especially those of you who are partners, please take advantage of the ways that we have for you to give and sow or give your most generous seed to help us in doing so. No, it's not mandatory that you do it. Yes, I'm going to do it whether you give or not. Okay, this is just giving you an opportunity to partner and to be a contributor to it. But if you would like to contribute and help out in getting it done, then please use those methods that you see on the screen right now. You know by now our PayPal is Emerge LEC. The Zelle is ijmiles38@gmail.com. Give your most generous gift in support of this project of upgrading our system, getting a better computer, getting some new lighting, since these lights, I only got one light that's working now. The other one has stopped. Getting better cameras. I'm just going to upgrade everything so that we can always do things with a spirit of excellence at top notch. We may not have tens of thousands of people tuning in, but those of you who do tune in, I want to offer you the very best. So if you'd like to contribute, like to help out in that project, then use the methods that you see on the screen. Give generously, and you'll see it come to pass. Now, it's going to happen either way. I'm going to do it.
but you have the opportunity to partner and to be a part of it as well. Okay? All right. I've enjoyed this. I hope that you have too. Hope it empowered you and it blessed you real good. Have an absolutely splendiferous day, and I'll see you again real soon.